Hello everybody, what is up everyone? Welcome to another all-stream episode of yours truly, Neuroisdelicious. Today we're gonna touch on some basic loadouts that you can use together with your Backfire exotic SMG. Let's dive into the first build now, shall we? So the first build is the infamous, or shall I say the famous 4-piece Fury. I have chosen the Intimidate on my vest, and as well as the to pair it up with the perfect adrenaline rush on my backpack for maximum weapon damage increase, and to make full use of the Hunter Fury 4-piece as well. And all the second attribute on this build is all stacked on hazard protection to its 10%. So you might need some time to maybe grind out all your blueprints if you have not found all your, if you have not grind out your season levels yet. Once you have reached a certain season level, you'll be able to find all these Hunter's Fury blueprints, so you'll be able to craft all these additional Hunter's Fury green gear sets at the crafting station. Okay guys, so talent wise, you should always pair it up together with your vest and backpack. It should go hand in hand together. Okay guys, so you must try to fulfill the criteria that is needed to proc each one another's talent. So this is just one simple reminder to keep everybody to remind everybody, including myself. So the next build we're gonna touch on is total there's 5 builds. Alright, okay guys, total there are 5 builds. So the next build is your negotiator 4-piece with your backpack on a negotiator as well. And don't forget, you need to start to grind out some of 10% bleed resistance mod to counter the Backfire's bleeding effect. Because a bleeding effect, if you were to just use it without a hazard protection build, it can get quite painful actually. Yeah, and it's very annoying. So okay, so basically this is so this is just a Walker and Harris with Obliterate. You can also choose Spotter. Spotter has proven to be a really good talent. We have already tested at the range. We can test it in a while to let you see how good Spotter actually is when you were to use your pulse and to compare it with Obliterate. So thank you so much again to lovely brothers and sisters from our past streams, live streams. We have done a lot of like discussion during live that one sure way to make sure that you can differentiate between a multiplicative damage and an additive damage talent is by simply this word over here. Increase would mean additive. You want to take note, increase would mean additive. And if the talent description says amplifies, it means it's a multiplicative. Alright guys, it's as simple as this. So basically, once again, if the description says, my apologies, if the description says increase, it will be additive. If the description says amplifies, it means multiplicative. Alright guys, this is a very simple way of differentiating whether a talent is it additive damage or multiplicative damage. Okay guys, so this is your negotiator 4-piece. I've chosen to have my negotiator on my backpack because I want to make sure that once I mark my 3 markers, my 3 negotiator NPC mark on them, I want to make sure that I'm doing the same damage, the same amount of damage on all NPCs. Yeah, because all marked NPCs will be taking 100% damage as of your previous marked targets. Alright guys, so you can roughly imagine how the gameplay will be like. Maybe some of you would prefer to have your negotiator on your vest for more mark damage, and you might want to have like a more DPS talent, like a vigilance on your backpack to gain more damage. That would work as well. But you want to take note that your other mark NPCs will not take as much damage as of having a backpack as well. Alright guys. You can also weapon on 2-piece and have 2 high ends on other areas, and that would do too, but that would kind of in a way significantly decrease your overall DPS because you'll be losing talents like Spotter, Obliterate or Vigilance. You might want to take note. So far, all of the builds that we have touched on has hazard protection 60%, and with your and together with your SHD level 10% under your defensive watch, under the defensive category. Okay, total you should have 70%. So try to grind out the 10% bleed resist mod, and you should be able to make easily. You should be able to make any builds easily with 100% bleed resistance kind of build that can counter the bleed effect from your backfire weapon. Alright guys, so the next build we're gonna move on to is gonna be it's a normal all high ends hazard. Is also 100% hazard protection against bleed resistance. So here we have two-piece Sokolov stack on. You want to make sure that your backfire have 50-ish critical chance and above. For me, I want to make sure that my crit chance is always hit, because this weapon is very critical hit damage based. So you want to make sure that your crit chance, I say minimum give and take a good 54, 55 ideally. Alright guys, because this weapon is very critical hit damage focus. If you were to read on the description under the talent called the payment in kind, if you do not have enough critical chance, you wouldn't be able to proc this weapon efficiently. So same like as of your clutch. Okay guys, there are just some talents in this game that you need to have efficient critical chance in order to proc your various talents efficiently. So you need to stack your crit chance on your builds accordingly. Okay guys, okay, so this is, I have chosen a spotter vest. My spotter vest is not ideal. This is the best I have to today. We need to grind out a better piece of spotter vest. So yeah, to make this build even more efficient. So this build is very simple. So basically 2-piece Sokolov. I've chosen to put wear 2-piece Providence stack on these two main attribute, which is the critical hit damage and critical hit. Basically, it's just critical hit damage and critical hit chance, and I do not have enough critical hit chance on my build because my rolls are not ideal. If I were to have this headshot damage on critical hit chance, I can change my glove. My third piece, I consider this the additional critical hit chance Seska glove to add on to my whole build. But if in any case I already have enough critical chance, I will change my glove to a Providence to gain the last bonus damage of that plus 15% critical hit damage. Okay guys, so it's very important that we find the correct attributes on your each particular individual gear sets. Okay, alright guys, that's why this game is so interesting and it's constantly so rewarding, because every single piece of gear when you pick up, you can look at it and gauge for yourself, okay, is this piece of gear gonna be really contributing to any of your current loadouts? So that's why this game is so awesome. There's always things to do, always loadouts to optimize. Alright guys, so for this build that I have, and not forgetting the famous Grupo, now that we can now the mod slot is universal and it's generic, you can mod in your you can also mod in your this blue, yellow or red mods. Okay guys, so again, 2-piece Sokolov. Ideally it should be 3-piece Providence. Ideally it should be 3-piece Providence and 1-piece Grupo, and that's it. Okay guys, this build is very simple. 2-piece Sokolov, 3-piece Providence and 1-piece Grupo, stacking on critical hit chance and critical hit damage. Okay guys, so same thing, you want to have the 10% hazard protection on every single piece of gear, 6 pieces of them, and try to grind out your 10% bleed resistance mods, just like the previous 2 builds. Alright guys, so next we're gonna move on to our fourth build. This build we have showcased it a few times before already, but I have done some tweaking to this build. Instead of stacking on headshot, I have actually chosen to stack on crit chance, crit damage as well. And this is actually a tank hazard build where you can use a shield at skill tier 6 with your technician. Alright guys, so we can test this build out later on when we go live. I love this build very much because this is a tank build. At the same time, you'll be giving your whole teammates additional bonus armor when you deploy your shield every 25 seconds. Okay guys, so you can imagine that if you were to use a deflector shield with a pistol, this Vanguard will be really useful as well. Okay guys, and And then I've chosen clutch to make sure that my armor is always full, so I do not have to depend on any sort of healer support. I can be a really independent tank, okay, using the Backfire as well. Okay guys, so same thing, 2-piece Scar, 3-piece 511 and 1-piece Yar. That is all on this build. Alright guys, once again, the main attribute are of the following: either critical chance or critical damage, depending on your overall stats. You want to make sure that this build must have at least something. You want to have achieved at least 50% critical chance to make sure that your Backfire is procced efficiently. If not, it's kind of a waste to be using this weapon if you do not have enough critical chance in all your 6-piece build. Alright guys, so last but not least, our 5th and final build, the only build. I want to thank you guys again. I think you know who you are that have suggested this awesome loadout. Okay, it's actually called the Backfire Ninja Bite knee pads. Ninja Bite, I call it the Backfire Ninja. That's it. This is the name of the loadout. So with 2-piece Walker Harris, 1-piece Grupo, and 2-piece Sokolov. Alright guys, so once again, 2-piece Walker, 2-piece Sokolov, and 1-piece Grupo, 1-piece Grupo Sombra. Same thing, stack on weapon damage, quick chance, crit damage. Okay, quick chance is very important on this build because what I just explained earlier for the Backfire, you need efficient critical chance in order to proc your payment in kind talent on your Backfire. Okay, so the Ninja Bite knee pad, as discussed during live stream, you gotta be really careful when you're using this build. This is the final and 5th build that we are showcasing today that has zero hazard protection. So in order to counter the bleed effect of your Backfire, you need to stop firing when you're you need to not just stop firing but change your weapon to your secondary weapon, like so. And then you need to probably change cover. It should work, okay guys, because with the Ninja Bite, okay, switching off the weapon is to make sure that you do not go into a reload for your Backfire. So when you are doing your vaulting and when you're doing your changing off the cover, performing a cover to cover reloads your weapon, okay guys, you need to make sure that your when you're switching to your secondary weapon is to make sure you do not reload on your Backfire to proc the Backfire bleeding effect on yourself. Okay guys, you need to do some practice by switching to secondary weapon, or stop firing and just move to another cover or vault to another place. Okay guys, I hope you guys enjoyed today's video on our new Backfire Exotic SMG. If you guys have any questions, please feel free to feedback under the description below, under the comment section, and please tell me and let me know which of these 5 builds are your favorite builds and which of the build is of your least favorite build. Okay guys, I will see you very soon live on the next one. Thank you for watching. Bye guys.